Hello everyone, my name's Aceikith and I'm once again with James Fan 1991
Hello.
Brain and Roseprincessmitia. We are final level. Here to start part 2 of My Little Pony Quails with Equestria, the Festival of Lights. In the previous episode, we managed to finally gain access into Umberfall. We met a few new characters. We've been walking around with Moonbeam, who we had met in the episode previous, who decided to tag along with us, thinking about what she had done in the Curse of the Statuettes episode. Currently, we are still running away from the giant spiders, and in particular, another giant spider that does seem to be running, trying to get us in some way or form.
So a normal Saturday night.
Yeah, pretty much. Although this isn't Saturday night, unless you are actually viewing this on a Saturday night at home. So otherwise, it's not that. So we have just escaped from the deep well. It wasn't exactly smooth sailing for all of us.
Smooth sinking, maybe.
Yeah, smooth sinking. I should put it that way. That would be ironic. So where we left off, we have actually now managed to get out of the water, and now we are in what looks like a very deep, dark forest. And we are all probably we are all a little bit worse for wear. There are heroes at the moment. But they all do need to carry on. They do. The spiders are still trying to find us. They might be able to find another way to us. But we don't know that at the moment. So let's get on with a little recap of where we left off previously.
We've just done that.
Yeah. So let's continue on. So as
I do apologise to my colleague. He hasn't had his full Red Bull yet.
Well, that's something I do not drink anyway. Let's just put it that way. So as our heroes climb out of the water, they are all a little bit worse for wear. They are panting for breath a little bit. Some of us probably would have been needing air a little bit more sooner than others.
You can't blame me for doing the sound effects.
Yeah, because you are probably Gearless was probably the worst for wear. Just going to probably put that out now. Around them all is there's like ambient lights all around them. As filters into your eyes, that pretty much actually now start to illuminate around the forest. And you start to move forward, and the tunnel opens up into a vast cavern, comparable to the one that Umberfall lies in. Though rather than rock pillars and lake water, this cavern is filled with an abundance of life. From the low floor, mushroom-like fungi rise tall trees, forming a great forest. From them, twinkling lights illuminate the surroundings in gentle blues, greens, oranges, and yellows. Beyond the forest, you can just about see an area of especially dense growth, where the lights are more concentrated. As you watch, with an enormous shining form rises up over this area with slow beating wings. It is a giant butterfly glowing blue and green, casting sparkling dust across the forest below.
Impressive.
So, so this forest is actually now bright enough for everybody to now start walking around. Obviously, you just watch this butterfly just like flying around, just like spreading light, and it seems to be sprinkling something along the ground. But you're not quite sure what it is.
Gold dust?
It's possible, and you've never seen anything like this before. It could be something that's probably native to just these type of butterflies. You don't notice this particular butterfly either, but this butterfly is definitely a lot bigger than what you've seen in Ponyville before. So it could be a native to Umberfall itself, Or it could be just where the type of area that it is, it's just grown bigger than normal. But you're not quite so sure. So what do you want to do next? There's pretty much a fair few things you can do.
Yeah, well, butterfly's not going to be dangerous, so I don't think we have to worry about that.
It's possible like that. So if I show you the map that you are in, it's this one here.
Right.
That is pretty much the map at the moment. There is. So if I give you that little view there, so you start to walk a little bit more further up. You do, and you start seeing a few what looks like small oozes. They just seem to be sliding around.
Oozes. What's an oozy?
It's basically just like a small purple ooze. It's very, very small. They are. They don't really look like as if they have their own excuse me, their sort of like life to their own. Really, they just seem to move along in a path. They don't seem to move from their usual path.
So is there anything else we should be worried about?
Well, not that you know of at the moment. As you walk further forward, like you look down and you see some of like the dust that this butterfly has dropped. There seems to be quite a lot on the ground. You don't know what it is. Like it could be good for you, but on the other hand, it could be bad. But you're not sure what it is because this dust is not what you know of.
Angel, do you know where it is?
I don't know.
It's possible you might be able to find out. You are able to do a mind test, but it's going to be quite a high amount if you want to try and figure out what it might be.
Shoot. Do you think we need to know where it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Okay, and do you need... Okay, so your one gets upgraded to a D6. So if you roll your D6 for me.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. And if you could do your one, what is your
mind? Mine's an 8.
Yeah, okay, so you need the D8, which would be that one. D1.
Oh, what? Yeah.
Oh, okay then. Roll a D10. Which is the... Yeah. Actually, no, it's not that one. Sorry, it's that one. Okay, so you both look at it. You do, and you're a little bit puzzled, but you suddenly think, it might be a good idea just to put a little bit on to try. You know, like you feel that maybe that you should be the guinea pig as such.
Hang on. You mean put on that makeup?
Well, like from all that swimming earlier on, you feel that your hooves are a little bit on the rough side. You do.
Yeah. What? One quick question, Blades. What colour is it?
Well, it's a little bit of like a yellowy sort of.
Oh no, sorry, I can't have that on my skin. It won't match the colour of my eyes.
Oh, seriously? Just try it.
Okay, fine. I'll be the guinea pig as usual.
Okay, so you grab just a little bit of it. You know, you start to put your hooves into it. Like immediately you feel it's not too bad, but you definitely do feel like a little bit unusual. You don't really tend to use this sort of thing.
We've never come across it before. How am I meant to use it before?
And like
anyway, this is going to be the part where you tell me that is butterfly droppings.
No.
Thank God for that.
No, it's that like this dust has actually been sprouted from its wings. It has. So you're putting it over your hooves, and you start to feel like your hooves getting like rejuvenized a little bit. By doing that, you recover 4 stamina.
Oh, 4.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good because that'll put me right. I recover 4, but I was at 11, and my maximum stamina is 14, so I can only.
Yeah, you can only heal up.
So basically, I'll go back to max health.
Yeah.
I'll do the same as mine.
Did you have the stuff in you?
Well, like obviously, so you start to feel rejuvenising your hooves. You do. They no longer feel quite that rough anymore.
Yeah. You guys actually doesn't feel that bad. You guys might want to try some of this on.
All right then.
It might be a good idea. I do feel a little bit sore on the hooves anyway. Okay, so the other 2 start to do the same. Angelbus, you recover 5.
Okay. Hold on.
Okay, let's see. Well, you're...
Blair Blades
that
recovers 3.
No, that's 5.
Oh, so you're 5. So
you go back up to 10.
All right.
And does Bear Blaze, does she go up?
No, yeah, she's just done some herself. I don't know why I put that as 10. And to be putting that as 14.
Well, she'll go back to max as well.
Oh, yeah. I'll put mine as 10.
Yeah, I know. That's why I had my mind on it. I was supposed to have 14 or 10.
Right.
As you do that, you see the butterfly start to come down to you again. And it seems to be like going up and down. It does, and it looks quite agitated. It does. Not necessarily just at you, but it seems to be very, very distressed. It does with you. And it doesn't know why you're here. And the oozes is like trying to stay with her. They are, because you can visibly see. And the oozes then see you. And they start to come towards you. They do very, very slowly. And the one of the oozes is going to make a small attack. It's very, very slow. It is normally, but you don't tend to really notice until it's near enough right on top of you. Let's do actually. So it tries to make a slight lunging attack at Gearloose. And it does, and try and like cover itself onto Gearloose. Gearloose, if you make a body check yourself for me.
Body check. Well, I'm a 6.
Yeah.
4. So hopefully that means I won't get too much damage.
As it's very slow, you just about manage to dodge it, but not without it being able to get you just a little bit covered, but not that much at all. Nothing to do any damage in any way, but you do feel it against your fur.
That was a bit creepy.
Oh, what is that thing?
Well, I'm guessing a very angry butterfly.
Well, it wasn't the butterfly that attacked you. And you see the butterfly just like scamper away and try to fly away from the ooze. And it's not until then that then the ooze turns around and it starts to go back up towards the butterfly to try and keep up with it. But the butterfly is obviously moving around quite fast, thankfully, while the ooze is moving along very, very slowly.
You don't see that in Equestria.
No, you don't. Come on, we need to help her out.
How do you even know it's a her?
Well, I can tell these sort of things. And I guess Blair Blades is going to make an attack of her own. She is against the lesser ooze. I guess use that as well. Okay, so she makes an attack against the lesser ooze. Yeah, and as Blair Blades pounces onto the lesser ooze, it's like just splits apart and then just like melts away and then just scutters away. And Blair Blades just turns around to the both of you and just says, "Come on, we need to help her out."
All right. How are we meant to help her?
Well, she seems to be under some sort of distress of some kind. I wonder if them oozes that keep on going around. And you see the butterfly just like scatter away a bit further. And there seems to be another bigger ooze that is about to attack her. And she like does a very tiny little scream. Like as if she's scared of some of that sort of thing. And the greater ooze starts to take a lunge at the butterfly. And it actually then starts to cover her and she gets trapped. Which all four of them actually then sees her start to get covered.
Well, I think we better get this stuff off her. Yeah, it's all slimy.
Ew.
It's like holding very wet, soggy seaweed.
Moonbeam just scatters away from the three of us before we even realise. What used to be a very shy pony before from her troubles that she's managed to that she did before. She's just she just seems to have like just teleported from one area to another. She has, and she's just gone immediately to attempt to help the butterfly. And before we know it, she's already up there. And the three of us then start to run up towards this greater ooze. What is the next thing you do now? You see, we all see Moonbeams already attacking the greater ooze, but it does look like she could use some help because this greater ooze is larger than the lesser ooze that we've just dealt with.
Well, I don't think normal attacks are going to do much damage against a great big oozy thing.
Yeah. I know. Angel, do you think you could use your magic on that greater ooze?
I could try.
Well, just focus. You can't afford to be hitting Moonbeam or that butterfly.
Alright, I'll do what I can.
Okay, so you can attempt to do a couple of things. I'm not going to tell you what you can do, but you just try and figure out what you could possibly do. There is a way of possibly making it safer, but you do need to make sure that the magic does work if you do it. So you can either just go straight forward and just attack the greater ooze with your own magic, or you can try and do something else with one of your talents.
I can try and use my telekinesis.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what is your telekinesis
D6.
dice? Okay, so if you roll your D6, what are you going to try and do with your telekinesis?
I'm going to try and lift it up.
Okay. Okay, so it's pretty good. So you start using your telekinesis magic, and you start to pull up letters. You do just about off of the butterfly, which once it loses its grip on the the butterfly gets really freaked out. It does. So it does look like that maybe she could use some like calm down in some way. She does, which Moonbeam attends to her straight away and attempts to calm her down. What is the next thing you're going to do with this greater which you're carrying out at the moment?
I might. Well, what I can do is I could put it inside like a what was it? Because we're in a cave, I can put it like in a giant hole.
Okay. Well, don't forget you've still got that massive, huge amount of water right behind you.
I can just throw it in the water.
You could do, yeah. So, if you could roll another d6 for me to chuck it in. Okay, so 2.
Oh, that's not good.
So, let's see. So, you have a little bit of difficulty. It takes you a little bit longer, as you're not so used to using your telekinesis magic on something slimy.
Probably heavy as well.
It is a little bit on the heavy side, but not greatly. But it's the main concern is that it is slimy, it's sludgy. So you have a little bit of difficulty carrying it over, but you manage to get it into that huge amount of water, and it finally manages to escape. It does. But
Thank God that's gone. It's starting to creep me out. What happened to the butterfly?
so the butterfly is so the butterfly is now being calmed down at the moment.
Well, we saved this thing. Now what do we do with it?
I'm not sure.
Maybe she could tell us the way out.
It's possible.
Oh, come on. Even butterflies don't talk.
Well, I guess we probably could leave it for now. Like, we don't know where it comes from in the first place. I guess we probably should move on a little bit further for now.
Yeah, probably once this builds up its strength, it'll probably fly away.
Okay, so you leave the butterfly, and like you start to go a little bit more further up. You do, and out of the forest and into like a little cave area. You do just outside of the forest area, and you start to encounter what looks like little living type of like mushrooms.
Oh, Super Mario Brothers again.
They're very, very slow, these things, and like these seem very, very old. And like it seems.
Well done, Angel.
What are those things anyway?
I think I've seen them before.
Yeah, they're probably in my book of mystical creatures.
Well, where have you seen them before then, Angel?
Well, I've seen them before when me and my father went hiking once.
What are them things called then anyway?
They called an aggery. Aggery?
Yeah, aggery.
Yeah.
It's what my book says.
And like as soon as they see you, they seem to take quite a bit of interest in you. They do, and just immediately, just like walk up to you quite slowly, but they seem very, very pleased to see you.
Oh, good. For once a creature that's peaceful. It's very rare we bump into one of those.
Have you taken away of them oozes? they've been really causing us such aggravation for many years down here.
I guess. Mr. What's your name?
Oh, call me Sprig.
Sprig. Lovely.
Yes. Like, I've been living down here for hundreds of years, and these oozes have been causing me so much havoc for me and my family. I didn't know what to do with them. They just seem to be causing so much chaos down here, and they just seem to freak us out so much with the acids. And you tend to think like they actually speak the same language as you as well.
Have you met other ponies before, sir?
Yes, I have. Like, I had a trip up into the higher parts of Humberfall years ago, where I spoke with even like the wise.
They explain the same language.
Even like, you mean? Yes.
Oh, nice to meet you, sir. I'm Gearloose. This is Angel Brush and Bearblades.
Well, how did you get down here?
Yeah, it's a long story.
Did you have to come through that deep well?
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, how did you even get it down here? You must have very good lungs, lots of you. It's so deep down here.
You don't have to tell us twice.
Yeah, a couple of us had a little bit of trouble getting down here. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for all of this to happen. Like, we're mainly down here due to a conflict with the Spider Queen's clusters.
You don't talk to us about those spiders.
Yeah, they're giving us a lot of trouble. Do you mean even the Spider Queen in Sidera? So that's who which her name is. Did you see that one of them spiders who looked a lot bigger than the others?
I don't know because I had my eyes closed.
Well, they all seem to be taking orders from somebody. Oh, so they're back, are they? Oh, this is not good. I was hoping to come back up there to join in the Festival of Lights.
And you still can, my good sir. We're just dealing with this problem right now.
Yeah, we need to try and get to the bottom of this and understand why they're attacking Umberfall in the first place. Well, I wouldn't want to be in a fight with them spiders. They really do scare us.
Do you know where we can find them? Like, do you know where the main nest is?
Oh, well, they seem to be in the upper half, into the upper load of Umberfall itself. But I've never actually been there. I wouldn't even dare. And I wouldn't advise any of you going up there yourselves.
You have nothing to worry about. We can handle it.
No, you can't. If you go up there, you won't come back. Like a couple of my brothers attempted that many years ago, and they never returned.
Well, I'm up for giving up. What do you guys say?
Well, we can't just sit here, Sprig. Like, what if they come down to here and ruin your home down here? Oh, I don't even want to think about it. Well, we can't just sit here. Sprig, is there any way that you can help us in any way? We want to try and help you defeat these spiders out there.
Can you at least give us the directions?
Well, I'm not exactly sure of its exact location, but I have been collecting these, and he showed you 3 pouches. These sawdust comes from that butterfly over there. Well, then it should be able to heal you with time.
Oh, yeah. We come across this stuff earlier. It helped us out.
Yeah. Oh, well, that butterfly there is the only known butterfly to produce these things. It's what keeps us healthy from them oozes for all this time. You should just sprinkle it over you. It should be able to heal you.
Right. Well, thanks for your help, sir.
No problem, but please be careful.
Right. Come on, Angel.
All right.
Okay, so So the next thing that you do, you see further ahead, there seems to be possibly other areas that you can look around. But like obviously as well, you see other like sludge around the area. You do as well. As you walk a little bit more further up, you find that there's two directions you can go. So you can either turn right, which it looks like there's like purple like petals of fungi surrounding something. Otherwise, you can turn left and down a corridor, which does look like as if it's got more sludge around this area. What way do you want to go?
Right, so it's either petals or sludgy. Well, I think even if I was a spider, I would stay away from that sludgy stuff.
Yeah, I don't think we'd want to step through that again.
Right, so left it is.
You want to go left where the sludge is?
No.
Let's go
You said left was where the petals were.
No, I said it the other way around.
Let's just go down there. Let's just go down the route that has the less sludge as possible.
Okay, so you turn right. You do, and you go down like another passageway, and it opens into a circular chamber. Most of the floor, when you look across to it, is filled with a pool of water, which is shallow at the sides, but as you look to the centre, it slopes down to a very deep centre.
Oh no, another underwater section.
Around the edge of the pool and on the walls are hundreds of small purple fungi, with very short stalks and caps. If you what do you want to do?
Might be a good idea to investigate the water. Tell what, you two stay on dry land. I'm just going to take a quick swim. See how deep this thing really is.
Are you sure about this, Gearloose? No, you saw what happened to the both of us earlier.
No, don't worry. I'm not going down very far. Just going to take a quick look. I promise. Be right back.
No, you're not going on your own.
All right. How about I fly to the centre?
That is still not happening. You're not going on your own.
Listen, I'm the team leader. I decide what to do the right thing to make this team safe.
Gearloose, stop trying to act like the hero around here. Look, I don't want you getting hurt again. Can I at least come with you?
I prefer you to stay here with Angel.
And before you've realised, Moonbeam has used her teleport and gone to the other side again. But she's gotten herself a little bit trapped in between of the fungi. Give me a second and I'll find something. Where is it? Okay. And before it causes her any trouble, she does manage to get across to it, and she lets out a little yelp as she just jumps out of it and gets to the other side. That was a bit too close. And she just looks to all three of you, and she just goes, "Well, I wasn't just going to sit there. So are you coming or not?"
All right, come on, team. Follow her.
Not too many of us. If just us two just come here, just in case any more oozes come around.
All right, I'll come. You two stay here.
Right. Be careful, though.
Hey, careful with my middle name.
Oh, still. As you walk up to these petal stalks, they tend and they shriek at you as you get near to it. If you could make a mind check for me.
Mind one. No, the 8. No, the 9. Oh. Yeah, thank you. 1.
Yeah, you really cannot contain how noisy they are. They are really yelping in your ears. It's like think of
Mandrake.
yeah, just as bad as that. They can possibly kill at the worst.
Yeesh. Oh, make it stop. Make it stop.
Look, just jump onto the other side before it does any more damage.
Jump. I think I better fly.
So you fly over. You do. It does deal you 1 point of stamina from them horrible noises.
So I lose 1 point.
Yeah. And Angerbrush, you look round and you see one of the oozes runs unnaturally very quickly away, and it looked like it was getting a bit near. It did. So as you turn around, you see one of the greater oozes just squidge away. You do, and it goes back down to the left-hand side where all that sludge is. But you're the only one that notices. You do. So you get a little bit worried. You do about it. So let's go back to this pool of water. So Moonbeam and Gearloose is near to the edge of it. They've just gotten past all of that fungi.
My eardrums are not going to be the same after this.
You okay?
Ugh.
Ooh, that was sure wasn't easy.
And I thought one of Pinkie Pie's screams was ear-piecing.
Ooh. Right. Now let's have a look down there, shall we?
Right. Just a long way down.
Well, there seems to be a couple of things down there. Is it worth the risk, though?
Could be useful. Doesn't look as deep as the last chamber.
No. Gillis, do you have any more rope at all?
Oh, plenty of rope. A good handyman never goes anywhere without his trusty rope.
Good.
All right.
I want you to wrap some of that rope round me. I'll go down there. You hold on to the rope.
No, I don't think that's a good idea. Maybe I should go.
No. I want to do it. I want to repay you for what I did before. Please let me do it.
All right. But 2 tugs and I'll pull you straight up.
Thank you. I'll give you 2 tugs. So if you could do a body check for me.
Body. Right. 5. That's a lot better than last time.
Okay, so you start to tie the rope around Moonbeam. And she's taken a few deep breaths as she gets near to the water once the rope is tied. And she looks down to it. She does, and she's probably still a little bit nervous about diving at the moment. She's already done it once, but she's already obviously taken that choice to do it now. And she looks to Gearloose and just nods a little bit nervously. And then she starts to go down into the water. Does Gearloose feel anything in some way?
Yeah, nervous. I'm still a bit, after what happened last time.
Okay, so
where are the other 2? I haven't heard anything from them for a while.
You mean?
Bear Blades and Angel Brush. I haven't heard anything from them.
Well, they're probably keeping guard. They can see them on the other side of all that fungi back there. Look, I've got to do this. Otherwise, I'm not going to do it at all.
Well, go on then.
Right.
How about on the count of 3?
Okay.
1, 3.
And she goes straight down into the water. It's not majorly deep, but it is quite narrow. It is, and she looks down into it. She does, and she thinks to herself straight away, "No way that Gearloose would have fit down here because of his stocky nature."
Wait, watch it, buddy.
She gets down to the bottom, and she sees a potion of a fire breath, which is fiery red in colour, and she sees a small pouch of gems as well, and she goes to start picking them up, but she straight away feels like she is low on air already. She does. That's it's probably due to the rope being a bit tight around her. So she grabs the both of them, then gives a couple of tugs.
Right, up, right, that's the signal. Up you come.
Okay, body check.
Body check. This is the bit where I go one. I just know it. What did I say? What
You
did
got a
I
one,
say?
did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a lot of trouble guessing her up. And
she put on a few pounds or
and
something.
I'm going to have to do another breath hold check for her as well now. You're a little bit thankful she's not gotten any worse.
Thank God for that. But I'm probably going to need some help with this.
And she gets a little bit worried. She gives you another couple of tugs, like a slight panic.
All right.
Okay,
I'm trying.
Okay, so if you do another body check for me.
Please be higher. 2. Well, on the plus side, it is higher.
It's a little bit higher, but like you start to try and pull up, but you don't do it too much. And she's going to have to do another one, unfortunately. But yeah, thankfully she's not getting any worse. She is, and she tugs like a little bit faster, like go, come on, hurry up! I've already tugged. And so you should do one more tug again, and make it a higher one, please.
Yeah, no, please be high. 6, thank God for that.
Okay, that's fine. So, and on that last tug, you just give like an almighty pull. And she just flies out of the water. She goes, ah! And she just slams onto the floor. She just coughs like this, goes, why didn't you pull me?
You've been putting on weight again.
What? You didn't pull me up when I told you to.
I'm trying my best, but you seem to be very heavy. What did you pick up down there? Rocks?
No. I pulled a potion and a pouch of gems.
Hang on. This is like fire breath.
Yeah.
How did that get down there?
I don't know. But please, can you not do that again? I thought something had happened.
I offered to go down there myself.
I know.
That's why I didn't want you to go down there. I don't want to put any risks on my friends.
I know. I just wanted to help.
Oh, come on, let's get back to the others. I feel more comfortable once all 4 of us are back together.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, you look a bit worn out from your magic. Here, jump on my back. I'll fly you across.
You sure?
No arguments this time.
Alright. And if you could do a fly check for me.
Fly check, right. I'm at a D6 for fly. 5.
Okay, so you fly over, and this time doesn't seem to annoy these fungi in any way. And you get across the other side, and which alerts obviously Blades and Angel Bush.
We're back.
Oh, thank goodness.
You two okay?
Moonbeam, you look a bit wet. Did you go all the way down there? Yes, we almost had a little incident.
For the last time, no more taking risks, guys. If anybody's taking risks, it's me.
What do you mean? Well, the car was being held onto some rope and we had a little bit of trouble being pulled up.
Listen, we've had a couple of close calls already. So next time there's something dangerous, I'm doing it. No ifs or buts. Any of you. Especially you, Bear Blades. No arguments from you.
What? Well, I only feel the same way. Well...
Yeah, but it's my responsibility to take the risks. I'm the leader.
Can you stop arguing? And Moonbeam puts that potion of fire breath and then gems back into a saddlebag. And puts the saddlebag back onto her back. The next thing you can do... Now, there's 2 other things you can do. You can either carry on down the corridor with that sludge. Otherwise, you can go back.
Yeah, well, I don't fancy the sludge. Maybe we should go back.
Right.
There's obviously no sign of spiders in here.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be. And so you choose to go back towards it now. And you see, obviously, that very large pool that you came out of earlier on in the deep well. You hadn't gone deep all the way. You went down to about halfway earlier on. So it could possibly be that there is something else down even deeper. There is.
I don't think any of us should take this risk. I mean, we only just managed to succeed last time.
Well, it's either go down here or go back past that sludge.
I vote for a team vote. All those in favour of going through the sludge, say aye.
And Moonbeam and Angry Brush, neither of them put their hooves up or say aye. They just leave them down.
I take that as a no comment.
Well, I think maybe we could go down even deeper down there. And Angel Bush says that a little bit on the nervous side. But you seem to think that it probably might be the correct choice to do.
Alright, we'll go even further deeper. But I'm doing it this time.
Well, we all have to go down there.
No, there's no need for all of us. There's only 4 of us. I suggest I go ahead and scout it. See what is down there first. Then we can make a decision.
Well,
Right.
all right.
Right here. We'll do the rope thing again. I'll attach this rope to myself, and you 3 can pull me up.
Right. But Gearloose, please be careful.
Hey, it's me.
Yes, I know.
Right. Okay, guys, you ready?
Okay, so all 3 of them need to do a body test. So that's that one. And that one. And Angel Bush needs to do her own
body test. That's the 4. That's that one.
Yeah, don't do one.
Okay.
So Angel Brush starts to tie the rope around Gearloose.
Not too tight now.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Just not too tight so I can't breathe. I'm only going to need every breath I can get down there.
Yeah. Okay, so the rope is now tightened up, and you step into the very deep water. You look down into it. You know that obviously you have to swim through a little bit of a cave before you go into the deep well again.
Right. Okay. Okay. Here I go, guys. Remember, 2 tugs and pull.
Okay.
Right. 3, 2, 1.
Okay. So if you roll a d20.
D20. It's that one,
big
right?
one. Yeah.
Yeah. 13.
Okay, so that is fine. So you swim through the tunnel. You do into it, and when you get to the other side, you look a little bit further down, and it seems to be something inside, like even deeper below. But you're not quite sure what it might be.
I think I can go a little bit further. I think I've still got enough breath left.
Okay, so if you could do another d20 then for me.
4.
Okay, so
maybe not quite as much breath as I thought.
Possibly, yeah. So you go down. You do a little bit more further down, and you start to feel the pressure getting into your head and ears. You do as you go even deeper down.
My ears aren't having so much luck in this episode, are they?
Yeah, they are. Yeah. First of all, that screeching noise from them fungi, and now the pressure as well.
Okay.
Very deep underwater.
Well, so do I see anything else?
So yeah, it's like as you go down, you see what looks like a crab creature, very very big, much larger than what you're that you could possibly see normally. And
That's a lot of seafood.
And he seems to be sleeping. It does at the moment. So it's possible that he could stay asleep, but I probably wouldn't count on it. Possibly right now.
Is it just the crab thing?
Yeah, there's just a crab thing that you can see at the moment.
No other passageways, no other items?
Like, can you see, if you could do a mind check for me.
Mind check. See. 6, that's good.
A 6, okay. So as well as seeing the crab, you can definitely see he is quite large. It is, but also you do see another tunnel that leads to somewhere else, possibly. That is right down the very bottom. It is like literally
past the crab.
The bottom. It's like, but it's behind the crab. So if you want to get to it, you'll have to swim over the crab. You would do.
Well, I think at this point, I'll probably be best going back up and explaining this to my friends.
Okay.
Then make a decision on what to do.
Right. Okay. So.
Right. So 2 tugs. Boom, boom.
Okay. So that signals to the other 3 to pull up. Okay. Okay. That's a signal we better pull. So all 3 of them start to pull Gear Loose back up. And I guess Gear Loose is starting to swim up as well.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Just keep swimming. Keep swimming.
Yeah. And very near to the surface, he thinks, right, let's just let go. And like as he starts to come back up, so like as he gets near to the top, he just lets out a spout of bubbles to say to the others, right, up here. Get loose.
Yeah.
And
that's all right, I'm fine.
And Blair Blaze just comes running up and pulls Gear Loose out of the water straight away.
No need to tug that hard.
Well, I wanted to get you out.
Yes, and we'll wait. Right.
What is down there anyway?
Right. I've got good news and bad news.
Okay.
Right. The good news is I found a passageway that could lead to somewhere.
And the bad news?
What's in front of the passageway?
What is in front of the passageway?
Let me put it to you this way. Have you ever been to a crab restaurant?
Oh yes, and they are in Crystal Empire after all.
Well, let's just say that there's no crab restaurant in the whole of Equestria that's big enough to hold the one that's down there.
Oh. And we're going to have to swim past it, aren't we?
Well, it looks like it's asleep. So, if we're quiet and quick, we could possibly make it past it.
I wouldn't count on it. And you see Moonbeam, get really nervous. You do, because of it.
So that's the idea, guys. Either we tackle Mr. Krabs down there, or we go through the slime.
Let's have a look at yours for a moment.
Angel, what do you think? You happy to go up against the crab?
Well, you start to think, as you're having to go down even deeper, it's going to get even darker.
Oh, why does everything have to fall water?
So if you could roll a d6 for me, because you're thinking that it's going to get even darker. Yeah, you're cowering in fear.
Why does everything have to roll water and darkness? Water and darkness. Why?
Angel, calm down.
It's all right, Angel. If you don't feel comfortable, we won't do it. Besides, knowing a crab like that will probably wake up.
Get loose. Way to scare her even more.
It was meant to be comfort. Now, come on, guys. As team leader, I've made the vote and we take the slime.
What? You're just going to go back on what we said earlier?
I said Hey, I've done my job. I went down there. It's too risky. I'm not putting Angel Brush through something like that.
Well,
Can you honestly say that you asked Angel Brush to go down there and tangle with old Krabby?
well,
You never saw how big it was.
maybe not, but we have to go through it somehow. We can't just cower away and go somewhere else just because of a big crab.
It's not the crab that's the problem. I'm not putting any of my friends through any danger.
Look, if you won't do it, then I will.
What do you mean you will?
I'm going down there and facing that crab.
No, as team leader, I forbid you to do that.
Well, you're not my team leader.
Actually, don't you even think about jumping.
And she starts to think about going down there. And she does look like she really does mean it. She is going to go down there.
But Blaze, please, seriously, listen to me. You don't know what you're getting yourself in for.
Gearloose, I just want to try and figure all of this out. We want to get all of us back to Amberfold. And we have to get back up there. We can't just stay down here forever. This isn't our home.
And we won't stay down here forever. Trust me.
Look, let's just go back through here. Angel Brush. I guess Angel Brush has been quiet for a little while. She has, and she's seeing these two arguing again.
And she just walks past them, thinking, you two just argue, I'm just going to do it.
You're going to go in yourself.
Yes, I'm just going to, as I say, do the ultimate sacrifice.
Oh, God. Goodness me.
Oh, gotta be honest, I didn't see that one coming.
No, I didn't either. I guess actually it would leave us both at a complete surprise. Because
it reminds her when her brothers argue when her brothers argue, she just,
Yeah, like despite her feeling in real great fear, her and Moonbeam are both together nodded to each other while the other two are arguing. And
like siblings.
Yeah, pretty much. And they're both. And the next thing is Gearloose and Blairblades suddenly hear a splash of water. And you go, what was that?
Please tell me that was a falling rock.
I don't think that was a falling rock.
Hang on a minute. 1, 2, 3. There's only 3 ponies here. Where's the
No,
fourth?
there's 2.
2.
Yeah,
Okay.
Moonbeam has gone with Angel Rush.
Blades?
They've gone down there, haven't they?
We're the only ones here.
Come on, we've got to get them.
Warning!
As team leader, I suggest we start swimming. Come on.
Yeah, and so first of all, let's have Angel Brush and Moonbeam do a natural D20 check. Ooh. Oh wow, that's pretty good. They start to go down. They do, and as they get to the end of the cliff, the end of the tunnel, Angel Brush looks to Moonbeam, and you see that she's still got her rope tied on. They hadn't taken it off, and already she looks low on air. Already, she does as she goes through, and it's possible that she didn't take much of a good deep breath, or possibly that she's very nervous already. She's about being so deep. Cheers. You can either just leave her, or you can do air sharing at the cost of your own. It's your decision what you want to do.
Air sharing.
Okay, so if we have them both, roll a d20 again.
16.
16, okay.
So you only gave her 4.
So yeah, that's actually perfectly fine. Like, you do feel, because you haven't opened your mouth, obviously, your muzzle, obviously, you do feel like a little bit of water get into you, but not that much, thankfully. And Moonbeam is a bit shocked by it. Now, the rope is still tugged onto her. So when you stop the air sharing, when Moonbeam seems to be perfectly fine, you can choose to untie the rope. But it does cost more time, obviously. It does. And by that point, probably the other two have caught up. So it's your choice what you want to do, whether you just carry on swimming down or whether to untie the rope.
Just carry on.
Yeah. Okay. So you start to swim down. Blair Blades and Gearloose now need to do a D20 as well.
All right, I'm 14.
14. Okay, so they seem to be doing relatively fine.
Probably don't have as much breath because they're probably now super worried for their two friends.
Possibly, yeah, they're panicking a little bit. They are. So they get to the end of the tunnel as the other two are swimming down towards the crab. And Gearloose obviously knows about this crab already.
Yeah, I'm not waiting for Bear Blaze. I'm going straight down there.
No, and Blair Blaze is obviously
trying to keep
up. Yeah, she is trying to keep up. If Moonbeam and Angel Rush can do another D20 check for me.
17.
Oh, wow. I think somebody's getting some good rolls.
How are you getting more air?
No, that's basically based off, like, obviously, if the rolls get low, then you get a decrease on that amount, depending on how it gets. And then no matter what you roll, obviously, it's going to get really bad depending on how long you spend, obviously. So yeah, Angel Burst seems to be doing pretty much okay. She does.
Wait until she sees what's at the end of this tunnel.
Yeah. Do a mind check.
Mind you're the 4. Are you? Oh no, sorry, my mistake. You're the 8.
6.
The 6. Okay, so Moonbeam carries on a little bit more further than you, and you stop and you see the huge crab, and it seems like it's woken up. It does. And,
bad timing.
You know that if you get any closer, it's probably going to snap. It is. What do you want to do? Now, either one is probably going to be risky. You can either attempt to stop Moonbeam by going in front of her, which means you'll be turning your back on the crab and it could do anything, or you can try to shout to her.
How can you shout underwater?
It's possible, but it's not easy.
Yeah, but if you shout underwater, you're bound to lose all your breath.
Depends on how trained you are, actually. To be honest, it depends on how well trained Angel Rush is, that type of thing. So it's your choice on what you want to do, what you think might be safer. And I would probably say both of them are quite dangerous. And don't forget also, this crab is waking up and Moonbeam is swimming further away as well. So as you take more time, it's going to take longer for you to get to Moonbeam to stop her. Yes, so you need to make this mind up quickly. Otherwise she's going to get too far away and the crab's going
I'll try and shout.
Okay, so if you roll a d20 for me.
Whoops.
It is obviously, you are going to get a large penalty for this as well.
13.
13, okay. So you're going to get a -5. So as you try shouting to her, you feel a little bit of water go into your muzzle again. You do. And thankfully Moonbeam hears you. She does. And she stops. And the other two then catch up.
Just in time.
And so let's do a d20 for the other two.
Okay. 7.
Okay, so Gearloose is looking a little bit on the wearing side, and I guess Angel Brush is as well because of her talking underwater also. Blair Blaze seems to be relatively okay, and Moonbeam is also. This crab that has been woken up gets very, very angry, and it snaps its pincers. It does, and attempts to take a swipe at Moonbeam. So, what would it be? Okay. And Moonbeam, being a little bit wary of where Angel Brush is, obviously hearing her, she's turned right the way around. So her back has now turned away from the crab, and that's when the crab has gone to take her, and the crab has snatched her and just pulled her right down to him. And that has done her some damage. Yeah. So it's done some damage to her stamina, as well as it's caught her off guard, she has lost an ample amount of air at the same time. So it's cost her 7 points of stamina. She goes down to 11. She does. Let's put that here. And she does, and she lets out a stream of bubbles as she's pulled down.
I can hear the select sound of it coming right up.
Yeah. Well, what do both of you want to do? I guess Angel Brush is the nearest one, and she was right with her just before she got pulled down. I guess Angel Brush feels scared and just unnaturally just goes down towards her.
Yes.
Well, I say it's a good thing Angel Brush didn't untie that rope from a moonbeam. That could be a good place to grab hold of her.
Obviously, unless you want to actually tail Angel, if you want to tail Angel there, you will have to take a penalty for it because you're talking underwater.
But probably don't have time for that. I'll probably try and go and help Angel. So we both probably going towards her.
Okay. During the meantime, I guess Blair Blaze is actually going to try and distract the crab itself. So, what does the other three want to do?
Okay. Me and Angel will go and help Moonbeam while Blair Blaze goes and does the distraction.
Okay. So what in particular? Like, obviously, you've got a few things you can do. You can attack the crab itself, or you can try and pull Moonbeam via the rope, but you have got to be quick for it, obviously, if you are going to attempt to do that, because the moment the crab notices that, he could attack you as well. He's got another pinch of despair, after all.
Well, I say both me and Angel go for the rope. Two of us pulling will probably be the best thing to do.
Okay. So you dive down even deeper. If you can do a D6 check for me, Angel. This is on the pressure, because you are diving very deep. Oh, okay then. Moonbeam's got a 6 as well. So yeah, like it seems to be about the right time as they start to feel the pressure. They let out a stream of bubbles to try and contain the amount of pressure in their heads. So when they go down to the deepest part, they seem to be still perfectly fine. So if we do another D20 for them two. What have you got? A 3. Oh god. Okay, so I guess as you start going up to the rope, you can't help but let out a little yelp. Like as you start to feel your air supply get low. And Moonbeam starts to feel the same way as well. And she panics a little bit. Instead of trying to get her off of the pincers, she's going like that. And you see her starting to get a little scared. You do, but it's your choice on what you want to do at this point. It's probably going to be very risky for yourself. You're going to give her air now because your air supply is already low. It is, but it's honestly your choice on what you want to do. Because it might be that you may have to do that to save her. Otherwise, if you feel you're going to get her pulled via the rope quick enough, you can try and do that.
Let's not forget the Gear Loose is on his way, so he can.
Gear Loose is right with you as well.
Yeah.
Oh, this is hard.
And don't forget, you've got to be quick with this one as well, because your air supply is only going to go lower, and Moonbeam's is at the same time.
I'm going to get Gear Loose to help.
Okay, so how are you going to tell Gear Loose? Your air supply is already low, so it's probably not a good idea speaking right now.
I do sign language.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does Gear Loose actually understand sign language?
Well, she just does the old
points to her muzzle and then points. Okay then. So yeah, I think really, to be honest, what's your D type for your mind?
Mine's an 8.
It's an 8. Okay, I'll let you just try to get away with that one then.
Alright.
So yeah, like if you tell Gearloose, like in the sign language to say, need air, moonbeam. You do. Gearloose, obviously you've seen this, but you've also seen Angel Brush's cheeks puffing out quite a bit as well. So it's your choice on what you want to do. Obviously at this point, they both look like they are struggling a bit.
And I say I better be quick and start pulling.
Okay. Do you want to just pull on the rope instead of helping one of the two?
It's like
it's difficult, isn't it? Because it's like both of them are in trouble at the same time, and you've already ordered Blades to actually go towards a crab.
This is like somebody asking me which one of my 2 nieces do I like the most. I can't make that choice.
No, you can't make that choice. No, it's difficult.
I say,
but you got to make it, and you got to make it quick because they're only going to get worse.
Well, Angel Brush was 3. What was her? What was
I guess her one was 6, but then don't forget she is trapped. Where Angel Brush, if she starts to get into any real trouble, at least she can escape and get to the surface.
I say I quickly help Angel Brush, then just so she can help me with the rope.
Okay, right. So so you're going to air share with her then?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you both roll a d20 for me, I'll let you do that one.
14.
12.
Okay, just about. That's fine. So you start to give her enough air. So
okay.
No.
She's okay, but she's not too bad as what she was. And I guess Moonbeam. Okay, so she's hanging on, but possibly by a thread.
All right, we better start pulling now.
Yes.
And quickly.
Okay.
So let's see with Blades. So she still seems to be doing fine. She looks to the other 3 and she thinks, I need to get this rid of now. And it seems to be really in quite a fight. It does. It's really, really angry, and she's trying to calm it down in some way. So she's going to trying to do a mind check, which seems like impossible. And yes, it is. She's trying to calm it down, but it's very futile. It seems.
Well, let's start pulling. Do we need to roll body?
Yes, you will need to roll a body check.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
3.
Okay.
1.
Okay, so you start to pull, and it seems to be a little bit difficult. It is trying to pull her out. It seems like it's got her jammed tight, and she starts to get really bad. She does at this point. That she actually does start to lose stamina because of it.
We better give her another tug.
Yeah, I think that's so she takes 4. So 10, 9, 7. So she goes to that.
Can we try again and pull him?
You can do.
And so throw again.
Yeah.
Let's have to get some strength. 6.
Okay, so you do another pull, and it seems like it's doing some work. It does as you pull it out, and with the crab being distracted by Blades, it seems like it's getting a little bit easier as well. Let's see. So the crab. So the crab is going to try and go at. Okay, so the crab tries to go for Blades, and it near enough catches her. It does, just like as she tries to grab her, but she just only gets caught. She does, and yeah, she's still fine at the moment, but probably not for much longer. If you two can roll d20s for me. Oh. Okay.
10.
Okay, 10. So, Gearloose is probably nearly there, but from using quite a bit of strength, Angel Butt has missed quarter breath again. She has, and like everybody seems to be a bit worn out. So, let's see. Okay, so as you see, that Moonbeam is still struggling quite a bit of getting out from this area. Why do I put that down?
Right, so we're still struggling, and now Angel Buster's starting to struggle again.
A little bit, not that bad. No, not as bad as what Moonbeam is. And you managed to get it out of its grasp.
Oh, so she's free.
Yep, she's free.
Right. Well, I say now she's free. We just bolt it for the other entrance as fast as we can now.
It's probably far too dangerous to do that right now. It seems like it might be a good idea to try and calm the crowd down in some way.
No, I say we're all low on breath. I say we need to get to the surface. We need to try and get out of this area fast now.
It could possibly be a bit of a risk if you did that. Possibly if you tried to do that right now. Try and do a charm check.
Charm, okay. 3.
Okay. You could do a charm check as well. That'll be your D8.
6.
Okay, and Moonbeam's going to do the same thing. She's not very good with it, though. Yeah, she doesn't. So Angel Bush attempts to go over to the crab itself. She does while holding on, and she sees it looks like that as if like it's been hurt in some kind of way, and it could be that's the reason why it's actually getting very angry. You then remember them that powder from earlier. You can attempt to use it onto the crab. You can try and calm it down, but it does. But you do need to obviously grab it first. So, what do you want to do?
Gearloose and Bloodlight try and get the crab, while Angel and Moonbeam apply the powder.
The powder.
Yeah.
Powder.
Okay, so okay then. So the other three obviously won't be able to be heard, but they are trying to keep it distracted. While Moonbeam is carrying one of them pouches to try and give it some help. If we have all of the characters, do another D20 check. 2, 5, 4.
11.
Okay, it's 11.
20.
Oh wow, that's good.
My highest score so far.
Okay, so yeah, so Anyubush is doing relatively okay still, but you know she does feel like she needs to resurface pretty soon. Gearloose seems to feel okay, and Blairblaze does as well, but Moonbeam is not in good shape. She looks like she's going to pass out. She does from it all. So to attempt to rub the... so if you could roll a d6 for me.
Oh.
Okay, so you start to sprinkle the spore dust over the crab, and you give it about 5 seconds and it starts to feel better. That's the right way, like it seems to calm down. It does eventually. And it then starts to walk over to one side. It does as if to allow you to go through.
Well, now we've got a safe passage. Let's bolt it.
Yeah, especially for Moonbeam's sake.
Well, by the look of Moonbeam, I better carry her out of there.
Yeah, because she does feel like she's close to fainting. It's like as if her eyes are narrowing a little bit.
Well, okay.
So Gearloose carries Moonbeam, and the other two are going to start swinging across. So they go through the tunnel. So if we do one last D20 for everyone. Oh.
Why? Why?
Yeah. So you start to go. So if we have the other two,
It's gonna be like that other freaking. It's gonna be like that other episode where I nearly died.
Right, 8.
And okay, so.
Oh, poor Angel. She's never having no water. I don't think
No,
next time.
I think that's going to have to be another quirk.
I think even if we go to a water park, you nearly drown.
Next time, do not get Angel involved with water or swimming or anything.
I think I'm going to have to do that. So I guess at that point they start to go through the tunnel, and Angel Rush then really starts feeling effects. If you could roll a d6 for me.
Oh my god, it's like she can't swim.
Oh, she's gonna take 6 points of stamina damage. She is. It's like she totally didn't expect herself to be letting in as much water as what she did suddenly.
So, how much do I take out?
You take off 6, so you go down to 4. That is a 10. Yeah, that's 10. So yeah, she goes down to 4. And she just covers her muzzle. She does as well. No, you go down to 4, not 6.
Oh shoot.
So obviously, Blair Blade's just behind her, and she immediately sees Angel Brush get into that sort of trouble
Again.
and she's like, "Got to carry her." And Blair Blade then starts to carry Angel Brush back up. What did you get again? You got an 8, didn't you?
Yeah, I've got an 8, so I'm guessing I'm okay at the moment. I probably lost some because I'm also carrying Moonbeam.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, you do take a little bit of a penalty because you're also taking Moonbeam as well.
I just hope the end of this isn't too far away now.
It's not really. It's just literally you start to see the surface now.
No.
But you look down at Moonbeam and she's looked like she's just passing out.
No, better hurry.
And and then finally they all reach to the surface eventually.
Never again.
No.
Never again.
Moonbeam.
Wake up.
She's not answering.
Right, I'm going to dodge out of the water.
So I guess really Angel Brush is really was getting quite serious, obviously. And Blair Blade starts carrying her up. Angel, you okay?
Never again. No more water. No more swimming. Never again.
Well, let's just hope that is the case.
But it's always the case.
Look, I'm just thankful I was behind you when I was.
What? Does the narrator have a thing for swimming and drowning and diving and... Sorry, I kind of false walked there.
Yeah. Getting a bit out of character there. So they all look straight ahead and they see like a doorway with a star on it. It's not quite a star, it looks like an open hole.
Oh man, we haven't got time for sightseeing. Moonbeam still hasn't woken up yet.
Yeah, you still need to get out of the water first.
We are out of the water.
I mean, you're on the surface.
Hmm.
So you climb out. You do. What's the first thing that you do?
Try and wake Moonbeam up.
By giving her the kiss of life.
If you could do a mind check for me.
Right.
Okay. You could do the same for me.
Right, mind check.
Yes, please.
Yeah. 2.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that's really good. So it's like so as you put her down, out from Moonbeam's bag, you find one of them, another one of them pouches.
Oh yeah, the powder. Quickly, put it on her.
Right, and Blaze starts to sprinkle the dust over her. So good one. Yeah. So she starts to feel a little bit better as she starts to wake up, and she just wakes up in a coughing fit. She does, obviously, from that scenario.
Moonbeam, you okay?
Yes, I am. Thanks to you.
Oh, thank God for that. That was way too close.
Just a bit too close.
Well, what were you two thinking?
Well, I saw you two arguing, and we just wanted to get down there.
I never expected this from you, Angel.
Sorry.
Well, don't be mad at her. I was the one that originally thought of the idea.
Things could have gone a lot more differently down there. Even Blaze will agree with me that this was way too close.
Yeah, that was. We should really stick together next time.
Right, come on. We're here now, so we might as well investigate we might as well investigate.
Okay, so you pass the door, you do, and at it, as you walk through, you see to the right hand side, there seems to be like a cog sort of thing. You know, like what goes on a train system when you want to change lanes. It's one of them sort of things, and it's got like a cog line that seems to be that seems like it could start to work.
Oh, a points changer.
Yeah, that's it. I've forgotten the name
Points
of it.
lever or points changer, whatever.
Yeah.
This sounds like my territory.
And right in the middle of the room, there's a circular staircase that goes down as well.
Haven't we gone deep enough already?
Well, at least there won't be water down there anymore, I don't think.
Don't say that.
What? I'm just saying.
You probably just jinxed it now.
Well, I can't hear any.
Alright, come on. Better start climbing. Me first.
Okay, so you all start to walk down. As you start to walk down, it's a little bit obscured. It does.
This is one deep staircase. Couldn't I fit an elevator or something?
Oh, wait a minute. What about that, I wonder? And Bloodlust, just before before everyone is walking down there, you start to Moonbeam looks to the changer itself, and she thinks about using it.
Using the changer?
And she attempts to pull on it, but it's a little bit tough for her. It is. And Blair Blades has taken a notice that she stopped. And she calls down to the stairs and she goes, "Guys, wait there a moment."
Make up your mind. Do you want us to go up or down?
Well, there's only one way down, but... And before you get to the bottom of it, that is when you hear a little...
Ooh, that doesn't sound good.
Yeah, it does seem like it's not all the way up, but if you was to go any lower, you would be heading under again. I think I found something.
Alright, we're coming back. Come on, you freak.
Okay.
And let's see. Before you know it, you hear a little clonk. You do, and then just before you start to walk back up, and you start to see the water start to disappear from below you, as it's like it gets drained.
Oh, so now the water disappears.
And like Blair Blaze starts to talk back down to you from the top. What's happened down there?
The water's gone.
Oh, really? Oh, thank goodness. Well, at least we can go down now then, I guess.
Yeah, alright. You three walk down, I'm going to fly down. Just in case there's any more water down there. Don't worry, if there's any more water, we won't go any further.
Yes, I think we've had about enough of that for one day.
Right, you guys just follow as fast as you can. Right, yeah. Geronimo!
Does he always have to do that? So I guess Gerlo is obviously flying down there. It's the first one down to there. So it leads into a hallway. It does. So you can go in pretty much 3 different directions. You can either go like if you look straight ahead and a little bit to your left, you see one door. You see like 3 doors. You see one that a little bit further ahead of you and it's a little bit to the left. You see one to the very left, right down to the end. But just to your right hand side, you actually then see another doorway again.
So 3 doors.
And as you look around, the other 3 then get down to you again.
Okay, guys, looks like we're playing Guess What's Behind These Doors.
Again, there better not be more spiders down here.
I have a feeling that this is where we're going to find the spiders.
Well, I just hope.
If I was a spider, I'd love to be down here.
Well, please don't make me think of that.
Right, so do we take door number 1, door number 2, or door number 3?
I guess that room right down to the very left-hand side could probably be a good start.
The very end one?
Yeah.
Right, door 3 it is.
Okay, so you walk up to the door. We do, and it's very easily open. It is, and as you look inside, it looks like a storage cupboard. And it contains like metal stands and rods that look ceremonial.
This place looks kind of religious.
But it also does look a little bit rusty as well.
Well, if this place is religious, they haven't been practicing it in any time.
Well, it's definitely not. But this one seems to be pretty in good condition. And Moonbeam seemed to be carrying a gold baton. And it looks like it's in very good condition itself. As she looks to it. Doesn't seem like there is not too much else in here though. Where should we go next? Should we go right down to the other slide, or should we check that other room?
Right. Maybe we should do both. Maybe I should continue looking in here. You two going to have a look at the other door?
Well, you know what happened last time we were split up. I think we all should stay together as a group for now, until we get back up to Umberfold.
All right. Let's just be quick.
Right. So you come out to the storage room and you close the door. So you still have a couple more rooms to look around for. You've got the door that is now to your left-hand side, halfway down. The staircase is near enough to the very end of it and to the right-hand side. And then you've got another door that is straight ahead of you, right on the other side of the corridor.
Door number 2? The door nearest to us.
The nearest to you, okay. So you go up to it. You do, and this one seemed to be just as easy as well. And you look around. You look around from the beginning of the room, and there's like a few pieces of wooden and metal furniture that is looks like it's in very, very good condition. It does. It doesn't even look like it's been touched in any way. No spider webs, no dust or anything like that on it. Around there as well, there is also a wardrobe and a bookshelf and a treasure chest of some sort.
The treasure chest looks interesting. Yeah, maybe it's a map. Could be a map to these catacombs in there. Something.
It's possible.
Yeah, I'll go and have a look.
So you look at the treasure chest. It looks perfect, and it seems to be perfectly normal.
Right, okay. I'll open it up.
You go to touch it, and it's kind of like mouth immediately opens up. Now it attempts to shut, trying to jam your hoof, and you just about manage to back away. And it's not actually a treasure chest. It's actually a mimic in disguise.
Mimic. I've heard about these mimics. They're shapeshifters. They like to change into anything. Guys. Why do you think all the other furniture is like this chest?
Maybe it's because it's an unnatural room. Maybe.
Or maybe they're all mimics, and I think we should get out of here.
Well, I guess not all of it is so bad. Although I can't understand any of this. What does it even say? Like, I understand a little bit of Old Ponish, but goodness, this is beyond me. And you see Moonbeams like looking through the pages of books as well as Blair Blades is as well. Okay, so Moonbeam starts to continue reading, and she goes, I think I actually now understand it.
Go on.
It's a phrase of some sort. It says, search for the right answer and receive guidance. The secrets of the crucible lie in the heart of all.
It's a riddle.
What does it mean, though?
The secrets lie in the hearts of all.
So it's possible. So obviously you have no idea what this could possibly mean. But it seems like that is quite important. Well, I guess there isn't anything else that we can search in here. Maybe it'd be a good idea for me to keep the book for the time being.
Yeah, go ahead. There's nothing else in here, really. Apart from the wardrobe. And this is definitely not the time to be making a fashion statement.
No, it's not. So you walk back out of the room, and you go down to that final room.
Door number 1. It's always door number 1.
And you walk through to it, and it bends round to the left. It does, and it's not actually another room. It's actually a continuum from the corridor that you was just in. You about halfway through, the corridor then widens just for a little bit and then narrows again. But on this wider area, there's like carvings on the walls that you look at as you pass it. You it's very unusual to you, and you can't understand it at first glance. As you start to walk through, and the gem, they've inside of Moonlight's bag, it starts to flash, and like she just gasps and just looks at it and just covers her eyes, and she goes, "What is that?" And Gearloose, obviously you know about these gems already, and you're the only one that knows about it. The other two don't, and you probably realise what it actually is. After that, then you have 3 what look like foggy clouds appear.
Oh, great! It's going to start raining now.
And they stand still for a moment, and then they start attacking. All 4 of them.
The weather forecast just got violent.
So one's going to attack all the first 3. So if we go, Lucy, if you could do yours first.
Right. What do you mean to roll?
Body check, please.
Body. So the 6.
Yeah.
And good news, it's the 6. So I guess it missed.
Yeah, it misses as you dodge. Angel Brush, if you could do yours next, that'll be your D4. Oh, okay then.
These clouds aren't very good aims, are they?
Well,
who's giving them
they
lessons?
both actually got
Stormtroopers.
4s. They did actually, but Angel Brush, obviously being alert to them, she gets to dodge it. And then finally Blair blows it. That didn't roll. I'm guessing that's going to miss. Yeah. And the miss Blair Blades as well.
Definitely not very good aims.
No. So it's probably about time that they start to attack back. So Gearless, what do you want to do? They've swung past. They have, and they turn around.
Right. How do you fight clouds?
Why? Like you can attack them just as normal. You can.
Oh yeah, that's.
Because they are life forms still.
Oh, I'll give it a try, but I don't think it's going to do much. Right. Okay. Okay. I'll give him a kick.
Okay. So if you could do a body check for me.
Body check. 1. Yeah. Told you it wasn't going to be. Told you it wasn't going to do.
Well, they got a 1 as well. So I'm going to allow that to pass. If you could roll, let's say if they both roll D6 and see how much damage it does. If you could roll a D6 for me.
2.
2. Oh wow, they got a 2 as well. Okay then, D8 next.
Okay. 7.
7. Okay, so you go to kick the smoke monster that was attacking you, and you deal it 4 stamina damage. Angel Rush, if you want to do your one next.
Which one?
D4, your body check.
2.
Okay, so you managed to hit it. You do. You give a little bit of a light kick. You're not very strong, obviously, but you managed to hit it. And it gets pushed back a little bit. And then all of a sudden, you see a beam get shot across near to you. And it's Moonbeam that's using her stun beam. And she does an additional 3. So I'm going to say this does a total of 5. And then Blair Blaze is going to attack another one of them as well. And she manages to do an almighty kick to that one that was being attacked by the other 2 just now. And that first smoke monster then evaporates. It just goes, and so it's now the smoke monster's turn to start attacking you again as you start to come back down. They look a little bit angrier this time because obviously one of their one of their friends have already gone down. So if we say they're going to attack Moonbeam and Blare Blades. So the first one is against. What's that? So let's see. That's the highest possible one. So let's see. Okay. So that's decent. Okay. So they attempt to take a swipe first of all at Moonbeam. Yeah, Moonbeam, and they miss. And then another one at Blare Blade. And they missed that one as well. Okay, so gear loose. So you can continue to attack the one that you were attacking earlier. Otherwise, you can attack the one that hadn't been attacked yet.
Well, I decided to step things up again. Up a step.
Take things up a step.
Yeah.
So, okay, which one are you going to attack?
I'm going to use my lasso on one of the clouds.
On one of the clouds, okay then.
Yeah.
So let's say you do a body check on that one then.
Right, one body check. Please be high, please be high. 5.
5. Okay, so you trap it, you do, and attempt to pull it in. So it's
lasso in a cloud. This is definitely something you don't do every day.
So it's completely unable to move. It's Angel Brush. What are you going to do? So you see one cloud is trapped, and you see another one that's a little bit on the hurt side, but not too much.
I'm going to try and freeze it.
Which one?
The one that's not
trapped.
Not trapped. Okay. So have you got anything with that type of magic?
No.
Let's see if you attacks.
No, I haven't got like elemental magic.
No. Okay, so it'll be very, very difficult for you to do that.
Yeah,
you can try it, but it may backfire. Because it's quite high level magic that you're attempting to do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you've got telekinesis. You could try throwing rocks at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, there are rocks and boulders around. Obviously, depending on the size of it, it's going to be harder to carry them.
Mm-hmm.
Try levitating pebbles. That way, it could be like a machine gun.
Yeah.
Okay then. So which one are you going to do it at? The one that's able to move or not?
The one that's able to move.
Okay. Right. So let's you do your telekinesis.
4.
4. Okay, so it gets a 3. So it dodges the first couple, but then it starts to get hit. It does, and it's like kids will go. It does, and which eventually then it makes it evaporate as well. Next of all, we'll use stone eye on it. But it should be able to do an upgrade actually. So now, because it's this last one's unable to move because it's been lassoed. So the last one gets hit and it's taken down.
You had to take it down while still pulling. I was doing okay then. I could have gone in for the radio.
Let's hope we don't meet one of them again. That wasn't a nice thing.
So far, we've taken on water, slime, butterflies, a giant crab, and now weather. What next?
I don't know.
Come on, let's just continue.
Okay. So you go round to the left again. You do, and you come up to what looks like an altar.
An altar? What, you mean like in a church?
It's like the ceiling's very low angled, and it gives the room like a pyramidal shape. On each of the sides are like galleries with stone benches that are behind like some like low walls. At the other ends, there is a stone slab that sits slightly out of like a far wall from the entrance. The very centre of the room is a stone altar that's decorated with gold rods, and atop of it stands a crucible. And it looks simpler and more primitive to what we all have seen. But it's definitely a crucible of some kind.
Whoa.
What do you think? What do you think we should do to that?
Well, we don't entirely know what it could do. For all we know, this could be a booby trap.
I wonder. If everybody can do a mind check for me.
Right. D8. D8.
1.
Oh, okay.
6.
The 6. What was that one? D12. Actually, I'm going to get 2 more. So it takes a little bit of thinking. But then Gerlos remembers then the Arcast that you've been carrying.
Hey. I wonder if this is meant to be meant. I wonder if this is part of it.
It's possible. Well, why don't you try fitting it into that?
Yeah, you're right. This could be some kind of key. All right.
Yeah,
you better stand back.
It looks like a slot that the Arcast can actually fit into.
Right. You better stand back, guys. Knowing our luck today, a giant boulder is probably going to come by.
Possibly. And it just as you put it in, it lights up briefly, and then a low rumbling sound echoes around the room. Where there was a solid surface, the stone slab on the northeastern wall seems to twist and carve itself, and until a slight bit of a form of a face appears in front of on it. And it looks serpent-like. It does.
When you say serpent, you mean snake, right?
Yeah.
Great.
It looks a little bit like some of the figures that you've already seen of them carvings that you saw in the corridor earlier on. And suddenly you all start to hear a deep voice directly into your minds, posing you of a riddle. It says, "Of what do I speak? All welcome this thing, whether roost, nest, hole, or building. It makes you sick if you stray far away, but always your heart can be found within."
It's the Cave of Wonders. Right, it's another riddle.
What do you think that means, anyway?
Can someone repeat it?
Of what do I speak, or welcome this thing? Whether roost, nest, hole, or building, it makes you feel sick if you stray far away, but always your heart can be found within.
Well, let's see. Somewhere where you feel sick if you're not there. Home? Or is that too easy?
And then the voice, then, let's see. Suddenly, as you say that word, a shining light emerges from the face itself, and it gently starts to float towards Gearloose. And when it reaches you, the light glow goes out, and a small pale amber crystal drops into your hoof. And it's another Arcast. When you first touch it, you suddenly realise that it's purposed in your mind. But only you know it. Normally, the crucible turns knowledge and information into a solid form, but this Arcast has been prepared to do the opposite. And the next thing you all decide to do now, and it seems like your task here is done down here for now. I guess possibly what we could do is start going back now.
Yeah, okay, but wonder if this thing can help us in any way.
Yeah, I wonder that too.
I'll put in my toolbox for now. It'll be nice and safe in there.
Okay, so you start the trek back up the stairs, and you start to walk back through that door again. That was leading you to that underwater cavern again. But you see all of that water's gone completely.
Oh, thank God for that. Well, then we fancy another swim.
So you go through that tunnel, and you look up and you think, and suddenly you realise that there is no way you're going to get up. There's physically no way of climbing it.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. I can fly us all up there one by one.
That is very, very high.
You got a better idea?
Well, I'd suggest maybe just swimming up there, but...
No!
What? Angel, it's okay. Well, why don't you carry up Angel, and then us two will meet you back up there.
Yeah, right. We'll take the driest route up.
Right.
Come on, Angel, jump on.
Okay.
Angel,
Yes.
can you do telekinesis at all to be able to alert me when you're back up there?
Yes.
Right. Well, do that for me, and I will know when to start putting it back up again.
All right.
So if you can do a flight check for me.
Right, I'm D6 for flight. Yeah. 1.
Oh, okay. So you start to try and fly up, and it doesn't work.
That's odd. I've carried Angel before. There shouldn't be this much trouble.
You can try again.
Yeah, I think I'll try again. Maybe 3.
Okay, so you start to fly up. Around about halfway, you start to feel a little tired. You can either carry on, or you can get to the ledge where the forest was, and then gather your strength back up, and then continue on.
Better go to the ledge.
Okay, so you go over to there and get a bit of a rest.
I don't understand this. I used to be stronger.
And you see another Lesseroo starting to come up behind you. You do. And it looks like you're going to have to just start going back up there again. Otherwise, it's going to latch onto you.
Yeah, come on, Angel. No.
Okay.
Right. And so if you could do another flight check for me.
Well, this one better be a 6. 3.
Okay, so that's fine. So you carry on the rest of the way up. And then you get to the top. So if you can do a mind check for me. So that would be your D8, yeah? Okay, so you use the telekinesis to be able to tell Moonbeam that you're now back up to the top. You do, and she just says to Blairblades, "She's back up there now. Come on." And Blairblades then pulls it, and you start to see the water start to fill up all the way again. So then, next of all, the other two then start to swim up. They do. Thankfully, it's no big sort of troubles when they get back up to the top. So they both get back up to the top again, and you make your way all the way back to Umberfall.
Thank God for that. I feel safer here. Even though this place is now covered in spiders. That reminds me, we never did find them. We haven't found their nest yet, have we?
No. I wonder if it's a little bit more further down. I wonder if we go across the next area. You remember where that sludge area was?
Yeah.
Maybe if we go down there, it might be a good idea.
Alright. But I want to know that I suggested the sludge area a long time ago.
Okay. So everybody decides to swim back down into it again, which there isn't any sort of trouble. And you start to walk back through. Most of it seems to be a lot better than what it was. until you get to the sludged area.
Yuck. It still feels horrible.
Well, try not to let it disgust you too much.
Yeah.
So if Angry Pony can make a body check for me.
Oh, yours is the 4. There's your one. Yeah. 6.
2.
Okay. Okay. So as Angry Pony starts to walk through, like Gearloose and Moonbeam walk through perfectly fine, but it's Blade Blaze and Angel Bust starts to get stuck. So if you can roll a d6 for me to attempt to try and break yourself free, that'll be the square one.
Okay.
Mine's a D8.
No, you have to. It's a d6. If you're trying to free yourself from it.
2.
Okay, so Blair Blades managed to get herself out, and she looks back to Angel Bush, and she just says, "Come on, Angel, hurry up!
I can't.
Do you need some help?"
Yes.
And Blair Blades then sees like a small ooze starting to come up from behind her, and she immediately grabs Angel Bush. So if you can roll another d6 for me.
2.
2, okay. And she manages to pull Angel Bush back out of it before the ooze caught up to her. And you start to walk further down before it catches up. You start to walk in to something which looks like an ooze pit. It does, and like you've got a lesser ooze that is sitting about halfway through this pit area.
Yeah, sounds pleasant.
Yeah. And you look towards the back, and it looks like a dip. It does some kind, and you see it is a greater ooze.
Yeah.
It does that sitting right at the back. And the lesser ooze starts to come up towards you as it sees you. It's going to make an attack. Let's see if I roll a d4, doing who's at the head of the pack. The head of the pack is Moonbeam, so it's going to attack Moonbeam. And it's going to attempt to jump at her. But it completely fails at that. It does. Moonbeam is going to attempt to try and stun it. And let's see if it manages to dodge. Yeah, and it manages to dodge away from Moonbeam's stun attack. What does anybody else want to do? Let's see who's the next closest. Gearloose is the next closest one, just directly behind. Now, what does Gearloose do?
All right, you. Let's see how you like a little kick.
Okay, so if you could do a body check for me.
Body check, sure. 1.
Yeah, it dodges you quite easily.
Jet, fast little beggar, aren't you?
Let's see. So Angel Brush is the next one.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you want to do against this lesser ooze that's sitting in the way?
I'm going to try and stun it.
Okay. Do you have that talent at all?
No.
No. Okay.
Yeah,
you can try and
try the
attempt to
rock
use telekinesis.
Try the rock machine gun again.
Alright. 5.
5. Okay, so it's going to attempt to dodge that. It doesn't manage to do so. You manage to pull it up into the air and try and keep it in place. For while Blair Blades is then going to attempt to kick it herself. And she should find it relatively easy, and she does do so. And and she kicks into it, and it manages to actually knock it out.
Good kick.
So, next of all, so let's go back to Moonbeam, who's now going to try and do a stun on the Greater Ooze. And there is no way it's going to be able to actually get away from it, especially with that sort of attack. It manages to get the Greater Ooze right in where its face would be.
Oof.
It does. And it actually then starts to get scared. It doesn't just gets away, but and it just evaporates suddenly. It does from that attack, and Moonbeam just looks very determined, very unlike her normally shy self, and she just goes, "And stay down." And the ooze suddenly then is defeated, and she just breaks away.
Yeah. And
Moonbeam just looks back at you and at Gearloose, just thinking like, I didn't mean to be like that. Gearloose, you suddenly see on the floor there's some sort of pendant of some kind. Like it's looked like a collar of some kind.
Where did this has come from?
I don't know.
Joy, have you ever seen anything like this?
No.
I wonder what it's for.
So now we've found this rock, and now we've found this thing.
I wonder what it does.
Well, it's probably best keeping hold of it just in case.
It seems to have some sort of button there.
Button?
Yeah, don't you see it? It's right there.
Oh, this button.
No, don't touch it!
Ding!
And when you press it, you see some sort of creature just jump out from it. Whoa. I didn't think it would do something like that. It seems to be some kind of hound creature.
Oh, a dog.
I
hope it's a dog.
So, and it just then comes back again. It does into it. And the next thing you hear, you see Sprig start to come towards you, as with some more Agaris. And very happy to hear that you've actually now solved the ooze infestation. And the next thing is they decide to completely heal the entire party. They do for the efforts that they've managed to do.
So we're all back to full health.
Yep.
That's a good thing.
Okay, so so you tend to think, next of all, about maybe going a little bit more further forward. You do. And Sprig leads you through the lower city of where he lives, and he explains that the upper city, they have what is called their Hall of Rituals.
Hall of Rituals? What's that for?
It's a sacred place where we deepen our connections with nature and reinforce the protections of the Okabrika's forests. Is that the forest that you've just been in? Yes. As you move up the ridge and into the upper city, you will notice the buildings are carved more elegantly into larger fungi. And against the back wall, one of the mushroom structures towers over all the rest.
Whoa.
That's the Hall of Rituals itself.
Can we go inside?
Well, you could. The Hall of Ritual hides above you. It's completely built into one enormous fungi like all the other buildings in the city. But this is clearly something special. Elaborate decorations and patterns along the sides of the building give an impression of significance. Sprig leads you through a large archway in the front. Inside, a long hall stretches out in front of you. Held on a low pillar of organic growth sits a peculiar, though strangely familiar object. It's another crucible, and despite slightly different decorations, the vase-shaped body with receptacle on top is undoubtedly the same as a crucible in Amberfold.
This looks exactly the same as that crucible we saw earlier. I wonder if I put this thing in it, it will do the same as it did last time.
I wonder.
Yeah. If it's okay with you, sir, is it okay?
You could possibly find out.
All right, here we go.
And as you start to put it through, excuse me. Let's see. So as you start to stand around the crucible and you place the Arcast inside, you start to have it. It starts to light up like the previous one did, and the next thing that you do, you start to all feel the rush of all the knowledge start to run through your minds as previous.
Whoa.
And you now manage to collect another Arcast to do with it. And as you start to look around, it starts to look like as if it starts to illuminate a lot more life around it, like last time. Like with the previous Crucible, and also with Umberfold as well.
Well, another Arcast. I wonder if we meant to collect all of these.
I wonder. Well, if you want to, you can attempt to go through there. And the sprig points down to a passageway. It does. It's very rarely used, but be careful as you go down there.
What? Come on, team. We're coming this far.
So you start to walk through, and as you start to walk through, you see a lot of webs all on the walls, on the floor, on top of the ceiling.
I think we're getting close now. Mind you, don't you guys find it a bit weird that the spider camp was right next door to the next door to those guys and they didn't even notice?
Well, I wouldn't want to just tell them anyway. I think they might be better off not knowing.
Right, come on. Let's find them before they find us.
And before you can get anywhere else, you see a couple of giant spiders.
Too late, they found us.
Okay, so if you could do a body test for me.
Okay. 3.
2.
So, okay, give me just one moment. Okay, so the 6 is against Get Loose. Did that go over your one?
6.
Oh, you got 6 as well?
No, I've got 3.
Okay, so yeah, that does go over. And that goes over your one as well. So they both lunge at you. They do, and just like hiss at you as soon as they come on top of you. And they
at least give us a fighting chance.
They're not actually particularly strong, to be honest. So they are going to try and attempt to put webs on you. Doesn't do a great job against Gearless. Does a better job against Angel Brush, which is annoying. You can attempt to try and break off of them by rolling a d6. Okay. Yeah, you just struggle. Gearless, do you want to attempt to try and get out?
Yeah, I'll try and help her.
Well, don't forget you're trapped yourself, so you need to help yourself first before you can help Angel.
Yeah, okay. Right, body.
Yes, please.
4.
A 4. Okay, and so you attempt to do. So you do a much better job. You do. Then let's see. So Moonbeam's going to attempt to help. Okay, so your web's undone entirely as you get the giant spider off. And Blair Blades is going to attempt to attack the other giant spider, and he manages to kick her off. Not enough time to be able to take off the web, but at least to kick off the giant spider. So giant spider is then going to attack Moonbeam. Yeah. So yeah, and Moonbeam manages to get out of the way. She's going to return the attack by attempting to stun the spider. Yeah, and she just basically knocks that giant spider to smithereens pretty much. Then Blair Blades is going to attempt to have to dodge against the giant spider, which he just completely misses entirely. Gearless, what do you want to do next?
I'm going to try and help Angel.
Okay, then, so if you could roll a d6 for me.
2.
So, okay, so you start unwrapping the webs. If you could do a d6 as well for me.
Oh my god.
Okay.
You had good luck at the first half of this video.
Yeah. And then Blair Blades is going to attempt to get the webs off as well. Yeah, she gets one as well. And then Moonbeam is going to attempt to take on the spider. Yeah, and she does so. Not too greatly. The spider's still up. The giant spider is going to return the attack against Moonbeam, and it manages to get to her as well. As it starts to screech at her, she pounces her down, and she manages to get a very good amount of webbing on her as well. Gearless, what would you like to do?
Have I got the web off of Angel?
Not completely, no.
I'll still continue to help her then.
Okay, so if you could roll a d6 for me.
At last a 6. She must be free by now.
Yeah, she is free now. Angel Brush, you get up thanks to the help of Gearloose, and you start to see Moonbeam's now trapped inside webbing as well. You do, and the spider's right on top of her as well.
Right, okay. Angel, you help Moonbeam. I'll get the spider.
Well, the spider's on top of Moonbeam at the moment, so she's going to have to get off the spider first.
Cool.
Okay, so she kicks the spider off. Actually, D6 is telekinesis, so yeah, you can just pull her off. Actually, so she used her telekinesis to use against the spider and pull it off. Just as Moonbeam's going to try and get it off, which she's not going to be able to do very well. Blair Blaze is going to attempt to take it off. And she manages to get most of it off, but not quite all of it. Gearloose, what do you want to try out next?
I'm going to try and attack one of the spiders.
Okay, so that spider does up in the air because of Angel Brush. Okay, so if you roll a body check for me.
Sure. 5.
Right, okay, so that's enough to actually take it down. That is. With that the last of them spiders get taken away. And
good work, team.
And then the rest of the spider web's taken off of Moonbeam. So you all start to carry on along the way up. About halfway up the web structure that you're walking along, there's a small alcove against a wall, and in it you see is another giant spider, but it's a little bit different.
Is this the queen one?
Sir?
Is it the queen?
No, she's about the same size, but her facial and body patterns are a lot different. They are.
Maybe she's a god.
It's possible, but she seems to be a little bit lonely.
I wonder why.
And she like when she sees all of you, she cowers away. She does not seem to be posing any sort of threat whatsoever.
Is it me, or is this spider scared?
Oh, please don't hurt me. I don't want to hurt any of you. I don't want them all to do this.
Yep, this one's definitely scared.
What do you mean? I asked my mum and dad to not attack you all, but they didn't. They didn't let me. They didn't obey my commands. I really didn't want them to hurt you. I'm sorry.
Oh no, we're dealing with a princess spider.
Angel, you're the element of kindness, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
If you could roll a d20 for me.
17.
Okay, so you can see that she is quite scared. She seems very genuine. She does. She looks just like the other giant spiders, but her designings on her body is very different to the rest of them. And she seems a lot more delicate, a lot more sweeter. There's a lot more kinder to what the other spiders are like. And you feel that you want to help her. So you start to try and tell this spider. What do you say to her?
I'd ask her, what's the matter? Why are you scared?
Well, my mum and dad just wants us to be able to rule all of Amberfold. I asked them not to do this, but I keep on being bullied by other giant spiders.
Oh.
She's been forced to do something she doesn't want to do.
Yes. I don't want to do any of this, but they keep on trying to order me to do it, so I keep hiding here to hide away from them all.
She's been given orders she doesn't want to carry out.
What's your name, by the way? I'm Sable.
Disable?
Sable.
Oh, Sable. Sorry.
So with you telling her about your intent, what she has she's been feeling very nervous. You end up being able to calm her down. What are you all doing here anyway?
It's about these spiders. They kind of how should I put this? Ruining the festival of lights upstairs.
What? I asked them not to do that.
Well, they kind of been. Well, it kind of looks like they're starting an invasion.
You aren't her by any chance heading to the Crucible by your phone, are you?
Yeah, it's funny you should mention that. We have seen a couple of these Crucible things about.
Well, there's another one inside of the throne room of our Spider Queen in Sidera. I could possibly take you up to there.
Please do. I have a feeling this one could be the last one we need.
But not all of us spiders are bad. It's only because it's dark around here, so we get quite sensitive about our homes.
That's okay.
Well, I could definitely take you up there. Follow me. So you walk up to the throne room, and you look around, and it doesn't look like that their Spider Queen is around at the moment.
The coast is clear. Let's hurry.
However, you do see there is the Web Father instead, which Sable points out to you.
Is that bad?
Yes, that's my father up there.
You couldn't distract him for us, could you, Sable?
Well, I could do.
Just distract him long enough so I can get the final archable.
Okay. So Sable starts to go up to her father to try and like actually distract him. As you walk along, you start to see lots of webs, like a huge amount. You do as you start to walk inside. Sable's obviously able to walk across it very easily. She is, obviously, because she's walked on these sort of things all of her life, of course. The rest of you will need to roll. It's going to be a D8 for this because this is extra thick.
8.
Okay.
8.
Okay, so yeah. So the other 3, and so the both of you and Moonbeam start to walk across, and Blair Blades just stops. He goes, I don't know, like something feels a little bit strange. Like, what if Insadira comes back?
Let's just how we can get out of it.
Well, you 3 go and deal with that. I'll go and see if Insadira comes back again.
Okay, you keep watch. Come on, you 3. You 2, you know what I mean, come on.
And you start to walk along with Sable. You do, so far up. And she says to you, oh, by the way, I think I may know the exact words that you'll need to be able to activate this Arcast. If you recite the same words, for one each home is suited right, by blazing sun or sweet moonlight, that should activate that last Arcast that you need.
Okay, thanks very much.
So now she starts to walk away and starts to distract her own father, while the rest of you starts to walk up towards the Arcast. So you walk up to the last crucible. Right. You do, and you start to place the Arcast into it.
Yeah, being very careful, being very, very quiet.
Shush, you stupid thing. Okay, so you start to retrieve that last one.
Got it.
And now that last Arcast is now deactivated, and it starts to illuminate the entire room again.
That's not very subtle.
No, it's not. Well, at least it looks a lot better now.
Let's just get out of here. Come on,
quick, let's go. And the Web Father gets a little bit on the angry side. It does as it sees you start to run away.
Goodbye, nasty spider.
You! And you manage to all run out. You do, and back up to get back to Umberfall.
Quickly! Don't spare the horses. Actually, is that phrase offensive in our culture?
I don't know. And it seems like that the whole of Umberfall has now been fully restored.
Hey. Well, things are cleared up pretty nice around here.
And it seems like that Arcas has now got all of its power back. I wonder if you put it back into the Umberfall Arcas again, into its crucible, it might actually fully illuminate and start the Festival of Lights again.
I'll give it a try. Say, Angel, do you want to put it in with me?
Okay.
Yeah. Come on. We worked hard together. We might as well share the glory.
Blair and Moonbeam as well.
Okay.
All four of us. Right. On the count of 3, push.
Okay. So as you go to start putting it in, you start to remember each phrase that you have been told so far. You have, which you obviously would need to recite. So just making sure. Okay. So you all start to say at the same time, safe and sound, a home will stay, if kept in peace and loved by day. For one each home is suited right by blazing sun or sweet moonlight. Search for the right answer and receive guidance. The secrets of the crucible lie in the heart of all. Of what do I speak? All welcome this theme, whether roost, nest, hole, or building. It makes you sick if you stray far away, but always your heart can be found within. That is the right answer. Ageless, endless, ancient thing. Friends together home will bring. Knowledge into Arcas can the crucible turn, but matter into words you may also learn.
Ooh, that's hard to get out in one breath.
And by saying all of them words, you start to get all of that flash of knowledge flow through you again. You can, and it starts to illuminate all around the room. The next thing, as it starts to fully illuminate, you suddenly hear a very high screech from behind you.
Did somebody close that passage door?
No. And you all turn around and you see it's Instadira.
That spider queen.
Yeah. And she's got 5 giant spiders around with her. She has as well.
Alright guys, let's like our spider squashing isn't over yet.
No. So what do you want to do? You've got the entire of Umberfall to you to run around in. There's 4 of you. There's a spider against the spider queen, and also 6 giant spiders.
I say it's lassoing time.
Against 7 of them, against 4 of us? I don't think so.
Not just yet. I say right now, we leg it.
Fine, then come on. So what do you want to run to?
Okay.
Just gonna try and.
Yeah, we'll run into the city. Open it. We can hide in between the buildings.
Well, you already are in the city.
Yeah.
You can. So Blair Bladeson just runs down into the secret spiderway that you originally meant in Sidera. And inside you meet Sable, who has decided to sneak upwards into our patrol and to help out. And you all start to go back with her leading you all. into the cavern of where Umberfowl is. And you can see that much of the city itself is now all covered in spider webs. And there is multiple spiders in the heart of Umberfowl itself is now patrolling the city. It's now being patrolled by loads of spiders. And you see many of the ponies around are all tied up in very silky threads against buildings, especially around the plaza.
Yeah, we better help them out. They can help us fight these things.
Okay, so if you do a body test for me.
1.
Okay, so you all get stopped by 2 of the spiders. So you're gonna need to fight them, it seems.
Is there now lassoing time?
No, I'll fight them too. You go ahead. And Sable seems to be wanting to just take them on. It does, which it could be a good idea. It might not be. But it's your choice on what you want to do. Because obviously, Sable being on a 2-on-1 situation, she might not stand much of a chance. You know, she is the same size. She is as the rest of the spiders. But it's your choice on what you want to do.
I say we keep running. I think she can handle herself.
Right, okay, so you leave her. Gillis, your element is loyalty, isn't it?
Honesty, actually.
Oh, it's honesty, sorry. No, so Blair Blades is loyalty, sorry. So Blair Blades starts to stand next to Sable. I'm not going to just allow her to do all of this on her own. You not go ahead, I'll deal with the spiders.
Right, come on, Angel, just stay with me.
Okay.
Moonbeam, you go with them too. Fine. Just be careful. And so the 2 of you and Moonbeam starts to run away. And right up to the end, you see the tome vault, and you see Insadira is actually lurking inside it, it's hanging from columns. And she's looking like she's actually very near to the crucible itself.
Come on, Angel, we've got to stop her.
Okay.
And you see Evenlight is tied up in webbings against one of the 2 columns. She's very exhausted. You see Lady Alethea is pacing around the raised platform where the crucible is hanging as well. The hulking form of the Spider Queen lurches high around the circle of stone columns wreathed in dark smoke. Lady Alethea, tiny in comparison, is pacing across the floor with a face of great concern. In the centre of the columns, the crucible hangs on winch cables which rise up through the ceiling. It pulses with an unsettling red aura. So
we better get up there and fast.
So you can choose a few and do different things. You can either choose to hide. You can. Otherwise, you can attempt to take on Insadira head on.
Yeah, I think we got to take her on head on. No point hiding.
Okay, so you go up to the crucible where Lady Alethea and Insadira is, and she seems to be very relieved that you are there. Where do you come from?
Long story short, we're here to help.
Oh, thank goodness! I didn't mean to allow this to happen.
I know, but quickly, what do we do?
Have you got the reverse Arcast now?
Yeah, well, I think so.
There, use that on Insadira. Okay, so who's going to take hold of the reverse Arcast?
I will.
Okay, so if you could do a mind check for me.
6.
A 6, okay. So you attempt to use the Arcast as Insidera is about to attack you. And Lady Alethea, as you start to use the reverse Arcast, and she says she starts to have a great concern. And even like starts to get herself out of the webbings itself. As you see, Blair Blaze and Sable's now starting to come back up towards you. Sable just scatters along towards Evenlight and starts to actually help Evenlight get off of the webbings. And then manages to eventually get Evenlight out of it. The Insidera seems to be trying to actually get the reverse Arcast magic off of her, which Lady Alethea starts to hold on to you, and she seems to like wants you to stop using the Arcast and go, "This is wrong. Why are you doing this?"
Well, we have to save Umberfall.
But you can't do this. All of this planning for thousands of years.
Hey?
Excuse me?
What are you talking about?
Insidera's been planning this for ages, and so have I. You can't just let this go to waste.
What?
I want this to try and become an even better Umberfall.
Wait, are you saying you sided with the spiders?
You little backstabber!
Yes, I want this to be better.
You wanted to try and bring peace between us two.
But you lied.
You went about it the
It was
wrong way.
for the greater good.
No, this is for the greater good. Angel, do it.
Okay.
I'll try and hold the spider down with lasso time at last.
And you manage to use the reverse Arcast on Insidera. And the Insidera starts to get very weakened. She does, as she finally calms down. And gets rid of all the evil that was inside of her.
Maybe won't need me lasso after all.
And Insidera just looked at you all as the reverse Arcast is fully used. Sable walks up to her and she starts talking to her. But you're not exactly sure what they are saying.
Because they might be speaking spider language.
Possibly, yeah.
Can we get a translator?
But they seem to be a lot more calmer. Finally, that's all over.
Angel, I think you've just saved the whole entire city.
Wow.
Well, I guess the only thing to do now is actually to hold the Festival of Lights itself.
Yeah. Well, what about this little one? The little backstabber?
Yeah.
Well, we can probably deal with her later.
Yeah, come on. I think we can all deserve a little festival.
And even like starts. Well, I didn't think you'd be able to make it through all of that. Can I possibly see the Festival of Lights Arcast from here?
Possibly.
So you start to show her the Arcast itself, and like it reflects a very white light that shines in any pony's eyes. I guess we probably should be placing this in the crucible now. And then that way we can start the Festival of Lights all over again.
But Miss Evenlight, Lady Alethea betrayed you.
I know. I will have a talk with her, don't you worry.
Come on, Angel, let's not worry about this now.
Okay.
Us two are going to place this in the vinyl crucible.
Alright, but don't forget about the others.
I think I can safely say you deserve the honour.
Me?
Well, it definitely seems like you all deserve to be able to start the Festival of Lights after all.
Alright.
But there is one more phrase that you have to announce when you destroy this Arcast.
Oh. This one isn't long. Go on.
Okay, so you start to now put the last Arcast into the crucible to start the Festival of Lights. And Evenlight has explained to you to say these words as you start it up. She has said to you, safe and sound, a home will stay, if kept in peace and loved by day. For one each home is suited right, by blazing sun or sweet moonlight. Ageless, endless, ancient thing, friends together home will bring. And as you all announce that, it gives off a great light around the Umberfold city itself, and it's now able to start the Festival of Lights again after 1,000 years.
Wow. 1,000 years since the last Festival of Lights.
Wow.
And we started it.
I'm guessing like the Umberfall guards take Lady Alethea away.
Well, like so now that she's said that, she's now says to you all, right, put that Arcast into that crucible, and then that way we can start that again. Recite that exact same phrase. So you start to walk up to the Arcast, and you're just about to start putting the Arcast into the crucible when suddenly Lady Alethea appears in front of you. I won't let you do it.
It's like she pushed the guards away or something.
Yeah.
Where have you been taking your backstabbing lessons from? Starscream?
No, don't do it. It's not the way. What I said to you before was the best thing for Umberfold. I order you not to do it.
Sorry, but we are. You betrayed your own kind. You betrayed your own kind and teamed up with the spiders.
How can we trust the words you say now?
Because if you don't, then this will make you. And you suddenly see a huge stature of something from behind her. You do, and it doesn't seem like it's in a good mood at all. This is what appears behind it.
Whoa.
A bookworm.
Bookworm. I thought those were rare.
And now, if you don't back down, this thing will terrorize all of you.
Reed Bez has been terrified all day.
No, we have to save Umberfall. We have to stop Lady Alethea once and for all.
Lady Alethea, stop this. I know what you're going through. That bookworm's been taking you over, hasn't it? So what if it's been taken over me? All I wanted is something that it thought it would be better for this place.
And this is better. Quick, Angel, let's put it in.
Let's see. And Moonbeam's scuttling along in her bag, and she just goes, so this will be a very good trick.
Oh, Moonbeam?
And she starts drinking the potion of that fire breath that we had around earlier.
Uh-oh.
And she's like, you better stand back, everyone. This is going to be a bit hot.
Everyone stands, and everyone like stands
Yeah,
back.
they do. And like Bloodlace is like, what do you think you're doing? And like,
Hit the deck.
and
Angel like does this.
Lady Alethea ducked out of the way, and the bookworm's not seen it coming, and she's like just screeching, goes, and it just gets burned really badly. Oof, it does from it. So let's do that. Actually, roll it properly. Okay, sweet to that. Okay, so the bookworm gets really badly burned, and you see the it's holding a like a red book in its hands, and like part of it gets a little bit burnt as well, and you can see it feels weakened. It does as well. And Lady Alethea looks towards the bookworm itself. Gerlu, so what do you want to do? You've got the Arcast in hand. Well, in hoof, sorry.
I say we quickly put it in the crucible.
Now.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you go up towards you, it's going to get to be able to attack you. He does, and he tries to make a diving attack at Gearloose, and it completely misses. It does as it tries to make a lunging attack at you. Angel Brush, what are you going to do?
I'm going to go and help. I'm going to
Because don't forget, obviously you've got the bookworm starting to attack Gearloose. You've also got Lady Alethea trying to help out the bookworm.
I'm going to stop that old lady.
Okay, so if you make a charm test for me, that'll be your DA.
Ah.
1. I think we might as well start using it now. Don't forget you can use one of your own. What do you want to do? Don't forget, we've already booked 2 in. What do you want to do?
With a third help?
You can do, yeah. So, the fight starts to wear on. So, Angel, what do you say to Alethea?
Alethea, you must stop this. This is not the way to harm your own kind.
What? But all I'm trying to do is help them all.
Help? You're trying to infest them with spiders.
But they told me they could make a better Umberfold. Even this creature, it's been talking to me about how we could improve Umberfold, improve the Festival of Lights.
No, it's wrong.
Why is it wrong?
I'm trying to think what to say.
And Eamon starts to walk up to Alethea as well. Alethea, if you told me how you felt, why didn't you just tell me all them years ago? And that way we could have talked about it together. But I didn't know how to. I thought you'd be angry with me. Obviously, Angel Brush, you're needing to obviously talk to Lady Alethea as well. If you roll a d20 again, so you've got your element of kindness.
10.
10. Okay, so that's decent enough. So, what do you choose to decide to tell Alethea about how she could actually, instead of hiding it away from Evenlight,
get it out of her?
Yeah, so you need to say that to
Lady
Alethea.
Alethea, instead of hiding all that worry and anger and sadness, just let it out. Let it flow.
Let it go. Let it go.
But I don't even know how to.
Just do what I do. Take a deep breath and then breathe out. And then breathe out. And then say what needs to be said.
Can we do a deal with yoga after we deal with this worm thingy?
So Alethea realizes afterwards that the what she has done is wrong. I'm sorry. I thought this was the only way. So the next thing. So now Alethea starts to realise what you've done. And the bookworm is still chasing after you, however. And it starts to chase Gearloose up into the upper levels of the time vault itself.
Can somebody please deal with old Wormy here?
Well, we can't all just deal with it. Come on, we need to get going and take that thing down. And it seems to be creating a lot of utter chaos. It does. It seems to be just like crashing into things, like just blowing everything into smithereens. It's like the Tome Vault walls is now starting to come apart. It's that bad as it tries to crush through, just trying to get gear loose.
Seriously, I could do some backup.
If you could do a body check for me.
Right, body check. Yep. 3.
Yeah, it actually, as it takes another lunge at you through the wall, it then gets you.
Ow.
And you get crushed against the wall. You take 6 stamina.
6. So 14 minus 6, that's
8.
Thank you. 8. Yep.
And then, and obviously, Blair Blade sees that, and she just goes running up towards the Tome Vault, not even thinking about the bookworm possibly going to attack her next. And she just calls out, going, "Get loose!" And she just runs just towards the Tome Vault, obviously wanted to help out, not even thinking about anything else. Oh no, Blair Place is going towards a trap, I just know it. So obviously now the rest of it, they're obviously now all going to start going up towards the Tome Vault. And you all start to race up the spiral steps that towards the Crucible, as the other two are attacking the bookworm. And soon enough, the bookworm realises what the rest of the group is doing. And they start to follow the rest of them. And not bothering about Blair Blades or Gearloose. If you could do a body check for me, for 2. I'll give you this one. So you need to do a D4.
Okay. 1 over 4.
Yeah,
okay,
4.
so yeah, they actually get up to the top of it perfectly fine. You do. And I guess now it will be the final chance to possibly try and actually defeat it. As the bookworm comes up to the very front, its face is like right up to you. So if you do a mind check for me.
6.
Okay, so and because he's right up in front, he's going to get that. Yeah, and
Thanks.
And then the last thing is like both of your beams of magic strike right into the bookworm's face. It does.
Sounds painful.
Screeches. Yeah. And its book that it's holding starts to let go of it. He does, and he drops it right in front of Angel Brush and Moonbeam.
Hey guys, get that book. Destroy it. I bet that's his weak spot.
Right.
Okay.
Angel, do it. And the bookworm attempts to grab it, and as soon as you start to strike the book itself, it then screeches in even more pain. it does until it completely evaporates completely.
Anybody got any of that fire breath left?
No, dummy, I used it all, remember?
No. Oh well, just rip up the pages.
Well, at least that's all done.
Hmm.
So the book itself goes, and also does the bookworm itself. And even Light and Lady Alethea is behind the rest of the group. And even Light just says, "Well, I guess it's time we start putting the thing back into its rightful place."
Yeah, let's do it quick. Come on, Angel.
Okay.
Right, here we are. Let's put it in quickly.
So as you put it in, you say them words that even Light told you to say before, and it then fills the entire city with a light that blasts away all the remaining webs. It does, and it frees the rest of the ponies of Lumberfold. And they all start to chant with you as you say the words that even Light said to you to say before. Small spheres of light form around every pony, which begins to go around the rest of the crucible itself, and it sinks into the cast or Yarcast itself before a wave of magic spreads across the whole cavern. Then lastly, the blue lights of Umberfold return to life, along with the shimmering spectral stare. So for the next many hours, every pony is now obviously enjoying the Festival of Lights for the rest of the time that they're down there, travelling into the areas that you've visited. And during the festival, they glow brighter than you've known it to before.
Yeah.
And every pony is starting to set up festival stalls, serving drinks and food. And even the spiders that were previously attacking you are even enjoying themselves as well.
I don't know about you, Angel, but this is my kind of festival.
Although the spiders tend to stay in shade a little bit more.
Yeah, well, well, this is I can safely say this has been a success.
Yes.
After a while, Sable, Evenlight, and Lady Alethea approach you all. Everybody, I must really apologise for what I've done. I didn't think he would do such a thing.
Forgive and forget, eh?
Yeah.
Well, what I did was wrong.
Well, let's just all enjoy the party.
Well, I could at least give you something. And she holds out to you like a small blue glowing crystal that's actually come from the Tome Vault itself.
Ooh, and is there another Archon?
No, that gemstone, that crystal stone contains a very magical power.
Well, thank you very much. I'm sure it'll come in handy one day.
Well, so will I. And Sable comes up towards you. Well, what are you going to do now, Sable? Well, they've actually asked me to become an ambassador to Umberfold for our spider squad. We've decided to make every pony happy around here.
That sounds good. At least we don't have to worry about any more spiders.
And even Light doesn't seem to be greatly happy to it. I must thank you all for what you have done. Though there aren't all happy news after all anyway. For all the chaos and confusion, we had a fail-safe spell triggered irreversibly that we have in an emergency. So that means that the door to Umberfold will be permanently shielded up, apart from one day a year that the Festival of Lights will be held.
So we can't come back and visit it until next year.
No, apparently not.
Well, sorry to hear that. When do the doors close?
But even though we had the Festival of Lights every 1,000 years, so if you do happen to be still around, which we might be able to, we'll be glad to be able to accept you here once again.
I think we can all give our word. If we're around, we'll come.
Well, lucky for you, the magic seal from our magic door is still open at the moment, but you'll have to leave before the end of the night. Otherwise, the door will close for the next year at least.
Got it. Come on, guys. Let's enjoy the party while we can.
Okay.
Angel, may I have this dance?
I guess you can do it, Angel.
And you see like Moonbeam and Blaze going. Moonbeam, Blaze going.
Yeah, it's like, go on.
Right.
And Blaze and Moonbeam see Gearloose and Angel Brush dancing together, and they think it's quite funny. They do actually, even with Gearloose having a little bit of a slip up as they dance together.
Yeah. Sorry, I've got two sets of left feet.
Yeah, we tell.
And then two other like stallions offer Blaze and Moonbeam a dance.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, like Moonbeam is very, very shy, obviously. So it's like, I'm not sure. And like Blaze is like, oh, go on, it's only for one night.
She's like, and then she like whispers to Moonbeam, so I get the handsome one. Moonbeam's like, hey!
Yeah, that blush is like, what is that supposed to mean? And they all dance quite late into the night. They do. And even like says, then comes up to the rescue. I guess it's enough time for you to go.
Yeah, we better go now, guys. We better. Come on.
Well, I hope you can come again next year and join in the Festival of Lights again.
Of course. Yeah. Come on, guys. I don't know about you lot, but the sooner we get back to Ponyville, the better.
Oh, Lady Alicia?
Yes?
Thank you for the necklace you made.
No, it's quite alright. After what I've done, I think it's the least I could do.
Right, come on, guys. We better hurry.
Yeah. And the four of them start to walk up the steps. You do. And Blaze is like looking down into it. Looking back down to the steps. Just, this will be quite the story to tell Twilight, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, Moonbeam, you're with us.
Yes.
Oh, so I'm guessing you want to come and live up in Equestria, huh?
Well, I don't know. I haven't lived somewhere in so long.
Why don't you come to Ponyville? It's a nice small place, very friendly. I'm sure you'll fit right in.
Well, I guess I could try, but where can I live?
Hey, don't worry. You can stay with me until you find a place of your own. I'm sure the family won't mind.
I don't know. And Blaze is like, well, maybe not with Gearloose, but I'm pretty sure maybe Twilight could allow you to so you can live in the castle until you find your own place. Would you think that would be a much better idea?
Sure. Come on. Let's begin the long trek home.
So you walk up to the top of the steps, and you go through the magical sealed door, and then as you walk out to the centre of the room, you start to hear the rumble. You do, and you look behind, and you see the door to Umberfold start to close.
There we go, guys. Not to be open for another 1,000 years. Actually, guys, now that we're out of that place, and before we go, I think I owe you all three of you an apology.
Why?
There were times back then where I acted like a bit of a jerk and being taking the leadership role a bit too far, shouting at you guys, and I'm really, really sorry. It's just wanted all of us to get through it, okay?
Yeah, I know. We all do.
Oh, it's okay, Gearloose. Angel hugs him.
Thank you. And I promise, next time we go on an adventure, I'll try and be a much better leader. I've learned my lesson.
Well,
There are risks in all adventures.
well,
But I guess
Gillis,
you
can you at least promise me one thing?
Go on.
Don't think you have to be the leader in everything. We can all share leadership. We all have our own initiatives and beliefs to look into.
Yeah.
But how about we all discuss it in as a team next time?
Yeah,
Rather than you just saying, let's do this.
Perhaps this team doesn't need a leader. Maybe it has 4 leaders.
Maybe so.
Right, come on. If we hurry, we can catch the 10 o'clock train.
Good idea. I forgot we have to get through that desert again. Yes. And this will be much cooler now it's dark.
And I will take you all to the nicest eating place Equestria could ever buy.
What's that?
An all-you-can-eat buffet.
Ah.
Yeah, that is if I don't pick myself out in the buffet car.
And Moonbeam's like, we order all-you-can-eat buffet?
Yeah. Like, she seems like very confused because obviously she's not been around here very in like Ponyville or even really not much of an area of Equestria.
Right.
Yeah, you'll find out what it is when you get there.
Right. Come on, the 3 best friends that Pal could ask for. Let's go home.
Oh, I get loose. Yeah. And they start to now trek through the Badlands and back all the way to Ponyville.
And that's the end of the adventure, everybody.
Yeah, that's the end of the episode of Festival of Lights.
Yeah, and that's cool. This is the longest video we've ever done. It's now 3 hours and 10 minutes.
Yeah, I am very proud to say that myself.
But now we've completed the first 3 books.
Well, there has been another one that has just been made recently.
Oh no.
Yes, there has been another one that's been
Every
made.
time we finish a book, a new one comes out.
Yeah.
Hasbro are fast at releasing these.
Oh
well, but it's not just the 4th book we might be doing. We've also got some, as a heads up for you guys, we've also got some stories of our own we like to do to continue our story with our 3 characters.
Yeah.
So we'll see you for those. So we better go now. So it's goodbye from Angel.
And before I forget, so speaking of this brand new book that is being released recently by Riverside Books, which is the creators of My Little Pony Tales of Equestria, there was due to be a release of a episode of my own making. However, that is now going to be put on hold because there has been a release recently of a brand new chapter, which is called Judge Not by the Cover. So, we will be back with that one, hopefully, in the next opening couple of months. So, I would leave that there with suspense for you all, which I know you love.
Right, so it's goodbye from Angel.
Bye.
Goodbye from Al.
Blairblades.
Bye. And it's goodbye from him. Right.
Gearloose. Okay, right. So that is done and done.
Right. Goodbye.
Bye.